When Chuck announced that he was going to run for mayor, a bunch of us just couldn't believe it, and we said, boy, that is the right man for that job, especially at this time. We need that leadership in our city, and we were really excited. And so we had a campaign, and we had this, I trust Chuck. Isn't that wonderful? And we did. We trusted him. We trusted that he would lead us and that with his fiscal responsibility that he would do a good job. And he has. He's done a marvelous job for us as mayor of this city.
It's amazing to look back on all the accomplishments that have been realized on your watch, from the Eden Boathouse to the most recent Donkey Creek daylighting project. I think all of us can agree on one thing, and that's this city is in a better place today than it was 8 years ago. We've got to give Diane a lot of credit as well. She was an ardent supporter. Through the 8 years of council meetings that I attended, I saw her sitting there shoulder to shoulder with you, supporting what was right for our city. So you're very lucky to have had that person by your side.
So take the photographs and still frames in your mind, hanging on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos of memories and dead skin on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life.
Part of his legacy will be, hey, there's salmon running up Donkey Creek. And this is something that the community will be repeating this time of the year for years and years to come. And it's a small but very important part of his legacy. I also am reminded of our involvement together in building Cushman Trail Phase 2, acquiring the Austin Estuary for the future Donkey Creek improvements, cleaning up Gig Harbor Bay, and of course the town around trolley. I always had a philosophy of leaving it better than you found it, and I think that really is testimony to Chuck and what he has done for this community. You look around and at the transportation improvements that have been made over the recent years, the fact that we have a state-of-the-art hospital in our community, and that was to a large degree the result of Chuck's leadership. Look at the sales tax base that we now enjoy and all of the public services that come with that.
Chuck is someone who has demonstrated extraordinary commitment to Gig Harbor's past and its heritage, but at the same time been focused like a laser on the future of the city as well. This is someone who is able to balance protection of the Eden Boatyard and of our historic waterfront on one hand, and at the same time see tremendous growth and investment in the community through new transportation infrastructure and a new hospital and other extraordinary assets that make this a great place to live and to work and to raise a family. I have said at several Gig Harbor events, because this is the maritime city, that the boat always moves best when all oars are in the water rowing in the same direction. And one of the things that I admire about Chuck is that he has been a very steady hand as the captain of that boat for the city of Gig Harbor. And make no mistake, the last few years have been some rocky seas as we went through a recession. A lot of cities did not have that calm leadership, went through much more tumultuous experiences than the city of Gig Harbor did. And I think that's a testament to to the captain of our ship. He did a very good job navigating some very difficult waters, and I admire him for that. Probably most importantly, I just think he's a pretty cool dude. Between Chuck and Diane, they're just very good people. The commitment that they've shown to those who've served our nation in the military, the tremendous smiles they always have on their faces, and the way that they represent this city with respect and with appreciation for everyone who lives here and everyone who works here, I think has made him a terrific leader and someone who I've been very proud to consider a partner.
Well, this is an opportunity that was presented that I could come up and say, thank you, Chuck, for everything you've done for Gig Harbor over 30 years that I've known you working in the community. Some people don't realize that you and I were one of the first commercial contractors we're commercial contractors together 30 some years ago, and I think you built one school and I remodeled your school, and then I built a school and then you remodeled my school. So we've gotten to know each other through the Associated General Contractors, and through that we also got very involved in the city. Your interest in the city immediately gravitated toward being a leader in addressing things that needed to be addressed. Finholm View Climb, Chuck built that. Had it not been for Chuck stepping forward and solving the problems and leading that, it wouldn't have happened. At the same time, he was involved in the community as it related to Peninsula High Schools. Every year would have a big winter sports sale, and Chuck and Diane championed that and ran the ski school bus for the school districts for years and years, all volunteer. I can't roast Chuck, as I said, because nobody that gives as much time and energy to the city should be roasted. Chuck has given 8 hard years as a mayor, going through some of the more difficult economic times and doing a very good job of leading the city. His love for the city, with his support of Diane, has had an impact on a lot of people's lives. I hope he gets to use that motorhome. Now he tells me he's going to sell it probably, but again, thank you, Chuck, and more so thank you, Diane, for letting Chuck do what he did, and that was wanting to make Gig Harbor a better place for all of us. You're a good guy.
It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life.